Welcome to the channel here at Lucky Loon Outdoors. I'm John. I'm going to do a video here on this Cliq Chair Epiq Lounge. I've had this one for about 6 months. Had it the last half of summer into fall and now through winter. It's February here in Minnesota. I've had it on many trips, camping trips, going to friends' houses, having bonfires, camping on my own property, camping up north. That's been to Wisconsin. I've used it everything from 80-degree weather to negative 30-degree weather the past couple weeks here. So I have used it in a lot of situations, and I have quite a few thoughts on it. It was provided to me by Cliq Chair to play with, destroy, whatever I want to do to it. So that's exactly what I did. I've used it a lot. And I'm going to provide you some information from my experiences with it. Hopefully it helps you out. So today we'll go over setup, worthwhile features, my pros and cons on it, who is it for, and then at the end, would I buy it? So let's get into it. All right, let's go over setup on this thing. So if you ever used the original Cliq Chair, it's pretty much exactly like that. So we got our carry bag here. We'll open her up. It's a little cup holder. Set that aside. Let's pull the chair out of the bag. Got the bottom here. Set the bag aside. It's just like the regular Cliq Chair. Take your strap off there. Flip her over till she clicks, and now start extending the sides. So just work your way around. Pretty straightforward here. And there you go. That's set up right there. Of course, there we go. Now it's set up. Your cup holder you can put on either side, left or right, depending whichever one you want. It just slides right onto the holder. Just got to be smarter than the holder. There we go. Just like so. So it's very easy to set up. Tear down's just the opposite way. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, let's talk about features on this chair that I find worthwhile. First and foremost, this mesh back breathes really well. I'm not the skinniest human being, and having some ventilation is always good to have. So appreciate that. Next, we'll start at the top up here. This is adjustable. So you pull these loops on each side, and what that's going to do is that's going to make this headrest go forward or back, so you can kind of adjust it to your lounge style. It works just fine. I've had zero issues with that. The pillow is actually substantive. It's not just like a little air pillow. It actually has some support to it. So I'm not angry about that at all. Let's come down over here. Cup holder. So this guy right here pops on and off. You can see how it goes on there, like a little track, like a T-track. You can put that here or on the other side, so you can have it however you want. Now, just like the regular Cliq Chair, the hub design is the same and the support structure is the same, so it stays simple. Simple and easy to set up. Push your pins in and pop them out. The other thing here is on each side here where it's supported, you see this little pin? Those pop out, and that allows you to take basically this whole seat and you can wash it. Meaning you spill something on your seat, you can pop it off, remove it from the frame, put it through the washing machine, get it cleaned off. And you may need it. Just depends how crazy you get. I'm trying to battle with the sun here. Here's everything. So you got these mesh sides on both sides of the chair, but you have somewhere to kind of shove your phone or your wallet or your keys or maybe a cigar, whatever you want to get out of your pocket. You can set it in those little holders there, which is pretty nice. I appreciate that as well. One of the things that really stood out to me was the material this chair is made out of. It has held up to many, many fires that I've had it at. So most of my other chairs, this back mesh has holes through it from embers from the fire, or the seat's got holes in it. This one has no holes, and this has been in front of probably 15, 20, maybe 30 fires. And I've watched embers fall onto this chair, hit this, sit there, and not burn through it, or sit down here and not burn through it. So the material they're working with here is pretty nice. Most of my chairs have ember holes in it, and this one is holding up. All right, so that pretty much wraps up the features I like about it. Let's talk about the pros and cons. And some of us may be hitting it twice, but let's start with pros. One, it is comfortable. It's rather comfortable. You're very much so leaning back in a relaxed position like a recliner. You're not really sitting as vertically like you would in most chairs. So it's definitely a lounge, exactly how they describe it. It is very portable. It packs up into a very small space, so I do appreciate that. Not the weight, but the space. Meaning you can throw it in the back of your car, throw it in your RV, throw it wherever your gear is, you're going to be fine. It's not taking up a bunch of space. The weight capacity, pay attention. So if you're a heavier human being, you're probably looking at this chair. And this holds 400 pounds. So for us heavier folks, having that peace of mind in your chair, being able to stand up to repetitive use of having your person using it, or just used over time, it does have that going for it. That fire resistance I talked about already, I'm extremely impressed. This and the regular Cliq chair have held up extremely well to the fires. So very happy with that. The headrest adjustability is fine. I don't really have any major complaints with it. It's also not amazing. It works like you expect it to work. Works just fine, especially for a camping chair. The warranty is kind of a big one here. So when you go camping, stuff happens. When you're throwing stuff in the back of your vehicle to go car camping or your RV, stuff happens. Things break. This has a lifetime warranty on it, and I've had to use that warranty twice on my regular Cliq chair because I was attacked by a relative, a bear. We kind of landed on the chair, goofing around, broke it. Next time, the second chair, broke it while prairie dog hunting in South Dakota. It's just probably a result of gear getting thrown around, but it broke. Regardless, both times it was replaced, no questions asked. They're happy to do it, and that's why I have many of these chairs now. They stem me on the product, so I appreciate that. Let's go over cons. So the big one is weight. This is 6.5 pounds. Now, if you're car camping or in an RV or something like that, it doesn't even matter. The weight's irrelevant. If you are going hiking or camping where you got to walk in camp or paddle in camp, stuff like that, you got to hike to get somewhere, you're not taking this chair. You're just not. The regular Cliq chair is already heavy enough at like 3-something pounds. You're probably going to be wanting to use a smaller, lighter weight chair. This is not that hiking chair. So that weight does have impact for certain people. Although most people out here looking for this aren't exactly looking to hike in somewhere, so maybe irrelevant to you. Just depends on what your needs are. Another thing that does kind of annoy me is this cup holder is separate. It does not come with the chair. For the price being $279, that cup holder should be coming with this chair, period. That end of discussion. It should be coming with this chair. So that is one of the things that kind of irritates me, is that you have to buy that separate. But it is what it is. The cup holder does work really well. It is flexible, so it packs down into the carry bag with it. It does hold my large Yeti, my beer cans. It holds everything that I have of all sizes that I do have it in. So there is that. And that's also because everything is flexible on there. So it'll give depending on what size cup you're putting into it. So that $279 price tag is the guy, right? It's not cheap. You got to really balance what your needs are. So if you're looking for that hiking chair, this isn't the guy. If you're doing car camping, overlanding, you're going in an RV and you want something that doesn't take up a lot of space and you can rely on, that is going to just work, it's not a bad option. I don't think you're going to be unhappy with it at all. And then if it does break for whatever reason, you're covered. You don't got to screw around. So there is a benefit to be had there. All right, so who is this chair for? I would say primarily this chair is going to be for folks who are overlanding, car camping, RVing. Maybe have a cabin, want something they can throw in the back of their car, go to kids' soccer games, that kind of thing. People who want something that takes up a small amount of space but don't care how heavy it is. It just needs to work. It needs to work again and again and again. That's this chair. It's not for people who are going to be going canoeing. It's not for people who are going to be going hiking. It's not for those folks. This chair is also for folks who are heavier. So again, that 400-pound capacity opens up to a lot of people who are on the heavier side but still want something portable and comfortable, which it is. Would I buy it? So that one's a good question, because this was provided to me for free. They sent it and said, here, have fun, do what you need to do. All right, so I did. But would I buy it? In my current situation, I would not. That may change. If I start doing more car camping, or if I get into RVing or start doing more things like that, I would really heavily consider this chair. But my current situation of motorcycle camping, hiking camping, paddling camping, this isn't going with me anywhere. I'm taking my other chair because it's lighter weight. Even it's still made by these guys. I still take the regular Cliq chair everywhere because it works so well for me. But it's just too heavy for most of the things that I'm going to be doing. Now, because it was provided to me by them, I'm going to use this constantly around the house and on my campsites, and see if I can break it actually over time. We'll see. But so far, I've been impressed. Thank you for watching this video, sticking with me for so long. There is a lot of other videos on this channel similar to this one, going over different kinds of camping gear, equipment, also a little bit of shooting, a little bit of firearms, a bunch of things outdoors. So if you find this helpful or useful, check out my other videos on the channel, especially the video on this one's little brother, the regular Cliq chair. So again, appreciate you. I always hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all the good things in life. If you have any questions, I read every single comment. So if you have any questions, suggestions for content, anything like that, shoot me a line. I'll see what I can do for you. Otherwise, take care, have fun, stay safe out there.